I'm running a little bit behind my normal that I do on Tuesdays, which I try to do 10 o'clock, but I did have a doctor's appointment this morning, and then I came home and got my dog, gave my dog a bath because he was just so dirty. Anyway, so I am so sad today. My heart just goes out to Eliza Fletcher. If you've been watching the news, you're aware that she is a 34-year-old mom of two and kindergarten teacher in Memphis, which is where my sister and I grew up. She went out for a morning jog, 4 o'clock in the morning, one day last week, and a guy abducted her and murdered her. And right around our stomping grounds, this is where my sister and I grew up. And my heart just breaks. I mean, what gave that guy the right to do that to her? He had no right at all. And now she's left two children, a whole classroom of little kindergartners that probably loved her and cared about her, a husband, parents. It's just heartbreaking. But that's really affected me today. I'm not, I don't know, the world seems to be caving in and falling apart. So we're going to talk about the benefits of cannabis for Christians. So this isn't just for Christians, but obviously I'm talking about should Christians be using cannabis at all? And yes, they should. They're no different than anybody else. Your body's your body. You're supposed to take care of your body. And, they've been long hesitant to embrace cannabis due to its association with its recreational drug use. But an increasing number of folks, which is good news, in the church community are beginning to see the plant as a source of healing and wellness. So CBD, or cannabidiol, is that non-intoxicating compound that's found in cannabis, and it has been shown to provide relief from a variety of ailments. And THC also has many health benefits, including pain. If you have pain, THC, if you use that, it activates the pathways in the central nervous system that block the signaling of pain to the brain. So it's kind of like closes the gate of that pain message that your brain gets when you use THC. If you have anxiety and depression, CBD enhances serotonergic and glutamate signaling through 5-HT1A receptors. And so with CBD, you don't experience the psychoactive effects of THC, but it is very possible that you would have a decrease in the the mood changes that come along with anxiety and depression. If you've got a lot of inflammation in your body, THC is showing through research to reduce immune compounds such as cytokines and chemokines, and those are cells that trigger inflammation. If you have trouble sleeping, if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that this is a big deal for me. I love to get a good night's sleep, and for years I did not. And for years I was dependent on Ambien to get a good night's sleep. And so research is proving that using CBD and THC can lessen sleep interruptions. It's also been shown that the plant produces pathogens that protect it from bacteria. So the plant itself, which is similar to all the essential oils and stuff, the plants are innately able to protect themselves in their environment. So the cannabis plant, produces pathogens that protect it from bacteria. And researchers are demonstrating that mice that are fed dietary THC have shown a positive change in their gut microbiome, microbes, or microbiome. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's considered to be an antibacterial. So we have a lot of really, really, really good healthy bacteria that lives in our gut, but we happen to kind of kill that off with the foods that we eat, or if we overtake antibiotics or overuse alcohol and those kinds of things. So you kill off that microbiome, and then you're more susceptible to infection in the form of bacteria and viruses. So if you're using CBD or THC, this may very well increase your immune system. It's also an antioxidant. CBD is really best for this because it protects us from harmful UV rays. It helps in anti-aging, I should have started using it a long time ago. I got all these wrinkles. When I do these videos, I really see them too. It's like very self-condemning and I'm very self-conscious. But what can you do? It is what it is. But anyway, it's an anti-aging and it helps in stress-related damage that we do to our bodies. I listened to a podcast recently, and this podcast, you can listen to it too. Just go to Spotify. It's Cannabis Health Podcast. And there was a guy that was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. If you know anything at all about pancreatic cancer, stage 4 is pretty much a death sentence. It just is. It's diagnosed late, which makes it more of a problem. It's not something you can screen for necessarily, unless you just do, standard imaging every couple of years. But insurance companies won't really pay for that. So anyway, he had this stage 4 pancreatic cancer diagnosis. He did do a couple of rounds of chemotherapy, but the side effects were just too much to bear. So he opted to stop that and he turned to THC. And so he used the THC via rectal suppository, and he was actually using quite a bit. He used a gram via rectal suppository 2 times a day. Now, when you use it that way, and I'm not quite sure how this happens, but when you use it that way via rectal suppository, you don't get the psychoactive effects from that. So you could use it all day long and never really feel it. But it has all the things that we've been talking about already. So it decreases inflammation. It's an antibacterial. It's an antioxidant. It helps with pain, helps with anxiety and depression and all these things. I'm not saying it's a cure, because I can't say that. But if we read between the lines, I think we can figure out that it's definitely beneficial. And I know that if I were facing the big C, I would definitely do this. So, and as a side note, I was a little concerned about a couple things. I had some imaging done, and yay, there is no evidence of any metastatic disease. So that's really good, because once you've had cancer, your world changes. I don't care who you are, how good you take care of yourself. Once you've had that, your world changes. A little ache or a pain might trigger that in your mind going, ooh, is this maybe that? So anyway, I was just being proactive, got some things done, and good news, I do not have any metastatic disease in my body, not in the abdomen or pelvis anyway. So very happy about that. So anyway, tomorrow we're going to talk about the risks of using cannabis as a Christian from a spiritual lens. So you guys be sure you comment. I appreciate the comments I've been getting. Thank you so much. It will hopefully boost that algorithm so people can start seeing the message here. This is a private group, so not anybody on Facebook can find it necessarily or get into it. They have to be invited in or admitted in. So, but the people that are in the group, I'd love for them to be able to see it. And because I was kind of quiet for a while there, I think my group kind of got forgotten. So that's okay. It just is what it is. You just start again. So that's that. You guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Bye.